Let's go ahead and take a quick peek into narrative poems and romantic literature. So, a narrative poem is a short story written in verse. It uses techniques such as rhyme, meter, and figurative language. It relies on elements of prose fiction, such as character, setting, plot, narrator, and theme to tell the story. Prose fiction is just regular stories that you're used to reading. Narrative poems include epic poems and ballads. So, narrative means that there's a narrator. The narrator is the character or the voice that is telling the story's events to the reader. For example, the Canterbury Tales uses multiple narrators to tell the story, such as the knight, the pardoner, and the wife of Bath. When we're looking at the narrator, there are a couple of things we need to keep in mind. We have subject and theme. So when narrators are also characters in a story, they usually choose subjects and themes relevant to their own experiences. For example, the wife of Bath, who has been married 5 times, tells a tale about relationships between men and women. We need to look at their direct statements. Narrators sometimes comment directly on characters and events. The wife of Bath makes statements on several topics, such as the type of husband she values and the ability of women to keep secrets. And finally, we need to keep an eye out for their tone because the narrator's tone or attitude toward a subject will provide clues about the narrator's personality. Usually, tone is communicated through word choice and details. So, if you choose to read The Wife of Bath, notice the words that she uses to describe the knight's plight or his problem, his situation. Looking at romantic literature, it portrays idealized or larger than life characters who perform daring deeds. It involves a love relationship. It includes mysterious or supernatural events and expresses themes related to the code of chivalry. I'm sure you guys are aware that chivalry is about loyalty and courtesy and like gentlemanliness. Medieval romances typically have exciting plots driven by conflict or a struggle between opposing forces. Most likely, you remember from previous English classes that external conflict occurs between a character and an outside force, so an enemy, perhaps, whereas internal conflict is a struggle within the mind of a character. In particular, here, the internal conflict will result when a character faces a moral dilemma or a problem in which the character must decide what is morally right. In medieval romances, many characters face moral dilemmas related to their efforts to live up to the code of chivalry.